What should I make a review of? I could do that review I was planning to do called Upstairs and Downstairs Bears, but I've done a lot of stuff that isn't technically based on stupid stuff. Most medias these days seem to talk about things that are comic book heroes, action heroes and stuff, but no one ever thinks about the classics. Such a shame, such a shame. Yes. Wait, what was that series I saw a while back before the review? That's it! Wishbones! Missing a little bit there. Well, better start the title sequence when I do my other stuff. Don't ask.
Oh, tell me what I'm feeling. I'm high above the ceiling. Tell me what I'm feeling. Tell me why my body floats past the sky. I'm watching clouds sinking by. I'm falling off. I see it, now I see it. Well, you look so good that you flip me upside down. Upside down, me upside down. Flip me upside down. Well, you look so good that you flip me upside down. Flip me upside down.
Yes, review. Hello everyone, Bradley Davis here. It's been a very long time since I've done a review. Unless you count that video game thing. I don't know if I'm still doing it, but I think I'll try and find another game I would want to review. But it is time to go back to the classics of all, movies and TV series and stuff. But we should remember there was a time when nobody ever watched TV, because during the days of black and white TV, there were only two channels in Britain. Yeah, not really a big surprise. But there was a time when technology was so basic, you literally had to flip the page and you get a cut from it. I'm talking about the classic story of books. Ah yes, the simple material, the bendable cardboard, the flippable paper cup. Oh, God, no wonder people got rid of these. I mean, wonderful craftsmanship. Yeah, you can see the problem here. Everyone seems to agree that the iPad has some advantages than the book. For starters, you don't get paper cuts. That's the fifth time this time. Can't even touch a book without getting. I'm just going to pretend that the floor is not covered in blood and I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, today I would like to talk about a series that talks about the classics of reading materials. And nobody say comics because I'm going to really bop you. I'm talking about Wishbone. Not that Wishbone! The dog Wishbone from the TV series! Look up on Google! Don't people ever do that? Ah yes, Wishbones. A cute little doggy that likes to dream. But there's a funny side about this dog. This dog knows how to read! But this isn't just an ordinary dog that has an imagination and called Wishbone, oh no, this dog can dress up. And in all his dream sequences through the series, he always dresses up as real-life characters from the books. And I don't mean like comic books or TV shows based off books. I mean real historical reading material. As in the thing that I usually got cut from. Ah! Why would anyone leave a random book lying on the chandelier of my bedroom, which you can't prove? But it wasn't just about a cute little dog. There has to be human characters, because how do you think a dog could even get all those books? And no, don't even ask about trash piles and stuff. He had a bunch of human characters. The young boy who owns him, his friends and family, and some weirdo woman or whatever that's friends with the kids and adults. Also, I think if I had to give a remembering idea, there was also probably TV specials and special episodes and stuff of Wishbone. But all good things must come to an end, and no one ever remembers him again. So how did this amazing series about a dog who tries to teach kids about all the greatest stories ended up just being a shadow of the past? Well, the problem is that those kids who watched the series grew up into adults who wanted to make movies and stuff. And all of these entertainments like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and all those other films and comic books and groundbreaking works. But we forget that in the past, all of the stories that Wishbone talks about, like Frankenstein, Sherlock Holmes, and many others, they were the beginning points of the story empire that we have today. If we didn't have Sherlock Holmes, Batman wouldn't have existed without some brains. Superman wouldn't have existed without Hercules. Heck, even newspapers are saying that superheroes are the next great myths of history. In 20 years' time, we'll probably have more superheroes that say that the past was the great and the future is now. Heck, we might even have a luchador dog dancing on an entire climbing of burritos. You see where I'm going with? Books are kind of dead now, but thanks to them, they are the literal building blocks of what makes movies, entertainment, and comics so amazing. If any of these stories didn't exist, your entertainment will not exist. But there is a dark side to this too. When I meant by other kids, I'm also talking about the Michael Bay kid, the one kid who wants to make and stuff, the Shyamalans, you know, all those bonkers kids that want to make movie because they're artists, but half the time they just want to do it for money or something. But we want to show our kids today, as in the kids that are younger than us, that the world can change. And Wishbone proved that you don't need to have a script that's made up by nonsense. Just take something classic and just show it to the new generation. That's why I'm telling you now that the next generation will probably forget about the superheroes that you know. Heck, I'll probably say some character that the next generation will just literally turn an eyebrow to. But I'm going to say this now. Wishbone proved that you can show a world of stories without dumbing it down. Because it was a time when dumbing it down was a trend. And trends, like the fidget spinner, die cold. And if you're wondering, I'm going to read a book. This has been Bragley Davis's Cave of Forgotten TV Shows. And I hope you kids get off this computer and go to your bedroom and find a good book that you may have had your mum or dad read. Because in my honest opinion, you need those paper cuts. Those aren't paper cuts of just books. Those are paper cuts through the greatest world you'll explore. Ow, indeed.